What's up, y'all? I'm back today with another video. Y'all like the vibe? Cute little hat, cute little bob, black nails, burgundy dress. I got this dress from Fashion Nova. I don't feel like standing up. Just be tuned because I will upload some pictures in this dress on my Instagram account. And if you aren't following me, make sure you are following me because when I'm not on YouTube or TikTok, I am on Instagram. Today's video is about the Diddy documentary. I watched it over the weekend. Today is Monday. Today is Tuesday. I'm sorry. I watched it Sunday. So I watched it 2 days ago. I watched it from beginning to end. It's 4 episodes. I watched each episode back to back. So I saw the entire documentary. After I watched it, I literally had a headache because it was so much information that I got from it. And I'm like, I gotta make a video about this because I know there are some people that don't want to watch it or don't care. Or you probably want to watch it, but you want to know more about it before you watch it. So this is why I'm making this video on today for people that already watched it and you want to compare my opinions to yours, or you want to know more about it and you want more information about it. I'm going to give my opinions about what I got from it. I'm not gonna like break it down into like saying like what each person spoke about. Like I'm gonna discuss each person that I can remember that was in the documentary, but I'm more so just giving my opinion and the lesson that I got from the documentary. So first things first, this guy, his name is Kirk. Kirk was a part of the Bad Boy label entertainment. He owned from his mouth 25%. He said that Diddy's mom earned 75%. So you could basically say like Diddy's mom was majority of the shareholder and he had the little 25% basically. So Diddy was like an employee to his own business. He didn't put himself as like a CEO. It was his mom. So right there, you can tell he was being strategic about the paperwork. One more thing, everything that I'm saying is obviously allegedly, like I'm going off of what I got from the documentary. The documentary is out. I haven't witnessed anything. I'm just like everybody else. We are going according to what we see off the documentary and the stuff that we just see on social media and what's been taking place since, you know, like Cassie dropped her lawsuit. With that being said, Cassie wasn't even the first one to drop a lawsuit on Diddy. This man, Kirk, seemed like he's like a childhood friend of Diddy's, like they go way, way back. He actually dropped a lawsuit. That was something that I learned, that he dropped a lawsuit against Diddy years ago, but it got dismissed because I guess it was like not enough evidence, or, you know, people didn't believe them. Diddy had a lot of money, so he could easily pay off lawyers and people like that to win and get his way. So I felt bad for him because after he got away from Diddy, like stopped working for him, well, Diddy fired him. So like after Diddy fired him, he didn't get his money, his cut from the business. He went homeless. So it's like the man got nothing to lose. And I was actually surprised that this man is still alive, of how Diddy was in control of like just having people disappear. And Kirk is still alive. I feel like out of everything he's done, you would assume that that would be a person that he would have like got disappeared, because he knows a lot, he been through a lot, and he's worked with Diddy. But the way how he said it was like he didn't want nobody to work with him anymore. Like he got blacklisted, he became homeless, like he couldn't work for no one in the industry. So it's like that's how Diddy kind of pushed him away for people to forget about him. But he's still here and alive to speak on his experience. I felt bad for him because it's like he put so much work in, and he was a major part of the label in itself, and he got nothing. And he also spoke on how he got sexually assaulted by Diddy. So it was like, it was just kind of disturbing. Also with Diddy's mother, basically Diddy never met his dad. His dad was a drug lord. He was a big time person when he was alive. He got killed. So Diddy never met his dad. A lot of his influence came from his mom. You could kind of tell like the dad left the mom a lot of money because she kept Diddy like in like nice clothes. She kept him up like on that part, the money side, but she didn't give him a lot of love. It's like she gave him more hate than love. Now, in her defense, I can say it is hard for a woman to raise a son because you're not a man, you are a woman. So you're raising your son to become a man from a woman's perspective. And with her raising him, like Kirk stated that his mom threw like lavish parties. She stated that she obviously used to work in the club, a bartender, stripper, either one. That's how she made a lot of her money on the back end. She was like, you know, a big time person, I guess, throwing parties. She knew how to have fun. That's how they stated it. She knew how to throw a party. So with her throwing parties and Diddy is young, he's experiencing what's going on at these parties because she had him like dancing in the kitchen and stuff like that. So he's already accustomed to what's going on at these parties. These older people are getting drunk, high, doing all kind of stuff, you know, having sex and all kind of stuff like that. So he's already experiencing with his eyes visually what his mom got going on. Plus, Kirk stated how, like the movies, it was another man too. I forgot his name. He was like another like childhood friend. He was also saying how like, I might have got him and Kirk mixed up, but it was two. Kirk is the one that helped him with Bad Boy, and then it was another man. I think that's the man that was like his childhood friend. Either way it go, they spoke about how like in one, like how they grew up, that's not how Diddy grew up. Like he was saying how he had a man to tell him right from wrong. Diddy did not. Obviously, he grew up without his dad. His dad got killed. And he was saying how at Diddy's house, like the movies and TV shows and stuff that he watched was like I forgot the name, but like it gave like the kind of stuff that he had in the house to watch was like about pimps and HOSs and how to get money, like some paid in full type stuff. It was like he was around that type of stuff. So obviously what you watch is kind of what you become. Also what you listen to musically. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of his influence came from his mom. Cool. They stated how his mom would beat him. Like she would not whip him, she would beat him. So he got a lot of beating. So that's why I say like he grew up on a lot of hate and pain and just so that's what already molded him. And they stated how I didn't know that neither. Diddy, the way how Diddy got famous, he was a party promoter, passing out flyers, you know, just hyping stuff up. So he hosted this celebrity basketball game. And at this celebrity basketball game, a lot of people couldn't get in. He hyped it up so much to where like a lot of people came. They couldn't get in, so they bum rushed the door and they killed 9 people. So Diddy got famous off of a tragedy. He hosted this celebrity basketball game. These people died. And he did, like, you know how you go on the news and you speak about it, whoop-de-whoop. And he got out of it. Like, the situation, like, he didn't get penalized for it or whatever. So, obviously of something happening to where you killed, even if you killed one person, like you on the news, but you got 9, not saying he got them killed, but his event got them killed. He got famous off of that tragedy. And in my opinion, I feel like from that tragedy, that's how every tragedy just came right after another. Because like really, y'all watch the documentary. The documentary basically showed his hatred for Tupac. Diddy, he dropped out of Howard University. So he was very smart. Like, you know, like he up here, like brain wise. Like he was book smart, but not street smart. And he was very strategic of how he put stuff on paper. Everybody who worked under Diddy or signed with Diddy, whatever, he took money from them. That's how he got wealthy. He got wealthy off of other people's riches, off of other people's energy. I don't know how that stuff worked, like being evil, like doing all those rituals and stuff like that. But you could just tell that that's what he did. Like he did stuff behind closed doors, whether it was like sexually or it was just like he was just feeding off of other people, literally, their energy. Like, and that's why they say watch who you are around. People really are out to get you. People don't want to see you do good in life. They want what you want and they will do anything to get what you got. And that's basically what he did. He saw how Tupac and Biggie, they were up there. People respected them. They had like all the, whatever they want, it was coming their way. You know what I'm saying? And he was very jealous of Tupac. Long story short, he pretty much got Tupac killed. He didn't do the killing, but Diddy was a big part of what led up to him dying. Like, it was a lot of jealousy build up. Tupac didn't want to work with Diddy, you know, so it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you gone. That was like his mentality. Like, he wanted Tupac's women and just, like, it was just so disturbing because it showed how somebody is so jealous and envy of you. And if you don't want to be friends with them or work with them or they got some type of tie to you, they're going to get you gone. They're going to do anything to get you gone. When it came to Biggie, it was kind of the same thing. But what was really messed up was how he, of course, like in the in Biggie's Notorious movie, you can tell how Diddy wanted him to go back to LA so bad after that stuff happened to Tupac. And, you know, Biggie didn't want to go. Now, that part, I feel like Biggie was crazy because I wouldn't have went. If you got a good feeling, don't go. And he still went. And after the situation happened with Biggie passing away, it was like Diddy became Biggie, but he was still Diddy. Because Kurt talked about how he put on paper, like, before Biggie passed away, he wanted to, like, change his contract, and the contract got changed. Biggie died, and basically it's like Biggie's contract became Diddy's contract. Because like I said in the beginning, Diddy was like an employee. He wasn't like the CEO. It was his mom. So he did stuff on paper to where he was paying himself like he was an employee. So he's paying himself these people money. Like, then they talked about how Craig Mack didn't see no money from Diddy. He asked him for money. He pulled out a big stack of money, only gave him $100 bill. Like, this man was evil, corrupted. He wanted all the fame, all the fortune, all the power to where people didn't have no choice but to go to him because he had it all. But it's like, Diddy is not a rapper. He's not a singer. Like, he has zero talent. He just, like, his talent was more so of whatever he learned, like, schoolwork-wise, like, book-wise. He was very strategic on paperwork, but not, like, he was the face of stuff. And also, his assistant, Capricorn, some of the stuff that she was saying was making sense too. Like, she was saying like how the situation happened with Kid Cudi and Cassie, how Cassie wanted to go see Kid Cudi. And it's crazy how she told Cassie, like, Diddy could cheat on you, but you can't cheat on him. Like, that's crazy how even, like, back in the day, like, coming from another woman, how she can say, like, how men can do you wrong, but you can't do them wrong. Like, that line was just, like, it was crazy. But, like, all in all, I feel like everybody who spoke up, they had a lot of truth to what they spoke up on, but also they played a part in staying around Diddy. Like, it was other people that spoke. That's why I said I'm not going to break down each person, but all in all, watch it if you didn't watch it. It really just showed how he was so evil and so manipulative. But I couldn't really feel sorry 100% for everybody because they still stayed. I know you stay when you're scared of somebody, but I understand too how back in the day, they got away with more stuff. It was less technology. A lot of stuff is more advanced. And like people didn't snitch on nobody. Like everybody stuck to the code. They stuck to, you know, who they sided with gang-wise officially. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like nobody wanted to get help. Nobody wanted to say anything. If they did say anything, like it was one person who said something to someone, like, you know, trying to get help. And they said that they couldn't help the person because they wouldn't be able to get into Diddy's parties no more. Like, really? This person is telling you a life or death matter and you weren't about getting into a Diddy party. But that's how you know he has so much effect on people, like throwing these parties. And a disturbing thing was how at these parties he's showing basically PORN on a freaking big screen. Like this man was sick. Like, looking at the documentary, if you pay attention to when he actually looked in the camera, like you could tell this man was full of not 1% of love. Not one. Like his eyes were so black and dark and just, oh my God. It's just crazy how back in the day stuff is completely different from how it is today. And a lot of adults try to say like, oh, the children today are just so horrible, so bad. And honestly, they're really not. Now technology is better and more advanced, like with AI and all that type of stuff. But when it comes to like the criminal stuff and how back in the day they really done hard drugs and got away with murder and stuff like that, you are kidding me. As much as I say I would love to be born in the 90s, I'm glad God placed me where I'm at. Because like the 90s, 80s, and 70s were some times to be alive. But also, that's why a lot of people did not make it, because of how they grew up. Like, I'm wondering, like, where were y'all parents? Like, a lot of y'all were just roaming the streets, doing what y'all wanted to do, getting high, getting drunk at like 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? But this video I made was me reflecting on what I got from the documentary. It's a must watch. It's not just telling you about like the Biggie, the Tupac situation and the Cassie situation, like all the stuff he's done to people, but it's really an eye-opener of how these people are so wealthy and so rich, and they're basically putting to you how they got, how are they even getting rich like that? They're not doing it the right way. These people are evil. These people are sick. Do not settle for stuff like that just to have the money. If somebody is doing you dirty, you know what I'm saying, but you got the lavish life, that's not the way to live. Behind closed doors, you're getting beat up, you're getting sexual assaulted, you letting people just do anything to you just to have the spotlight and have the career and have the fame, but you got no fortune. Like, that is crazy. So I advise anyone, if y'all did not watch it yet, to watch it. If y'all did watch it, comment down below. Let's have some discussions about some stuff, because this is an eye-opener. And going into the new year, like, really, y'all, keep your eyes open. Always research, always learn. It's a lot going on around us that we have no clue about. So always learn. And yes, this is like a tragic documentary, but it's also something to learn from. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all on my next one.